To another Hogwarts Legacy run. Let's get right into it. Before I get started, though, I'd like to remind everybody if you enjoy my streams, to hit that like icon. Subscribe if you want to see more in the future. Definitely hit the bell icon because otherwise you're probably not going to hear that I'm streaming. I don't really make videos, I just live stream currently. We'll see about the future. I would love to make videos. I just don't have time to play video games and make videos right now and work a full-time job. Um, we'll see about the future though, and no matter what, leave a comment in the comment section letting me know what you thought about the video and any opinions on um, anything else. I will say this might be my last live stream before I go on a 2-week vacation. I leave in 4 days. I might be able to squeeze in another one, but I don't have another day off before I leave. And I'm going to be out of the country, so no video games. Just Princess Connect on my phone, maybe, if the internet's good enough. All right, let's get right into it. Speaking of Princess Connect, I just did 7 million damage in clan battle. There we go. Good job, me. It'd be nice if my teammates, my clan members, would step up. Okay. Let me close out of this. And let me open up my chat and get this phone plugged in. We don't need my phone dying on me. Okay, I got my live chat pulled up. And phone is on the charger. Who am I waving at?
Revelio.
No. If the bird is calling, I wouldn't say it's a good sign. It's evident you've already caused disturbance, so no, I don't agree with you at all. Moving forward because you've heard the hoot of an owl? Nonsense. That's what I call that. Nonsense.
This could prove dangerous. Revelio.
Okay.
Is Highwing all right? Natty told me what the two of you did.
Oh yeah. Highwing's fine.
Highwing's fine. I'm keeping an eye on her. She's safe, Poppy, I promise.
Good. Whatever the poachers are up to, I want Highwing far from it.
You said you had news about the poachers, and that some of it had to do with me.
It did. I overheard them talking in the Hogshead, and did you know that they have orders from Victor Rookwood to capture you on sight? Does this have anything to do with Rookwood and Harlow coming for you in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack?
It does, somewhat. But at the moment, I'm more concerned about what else you heard the poachers are up to.
Fair enough. But I hope you'll let me know if I can be of help, especially after what you did for Highwing. Does the name Horntail Hall mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not. Why? What is it?
The poacher's best kept secret, apparently. The name came up twice, but they never went into detail. I also overheard one of them bragging about all the gold they're making, at the expense of innocent creatures, undoubtedly. The poacher spoke of this area, and I thought if we searched around a bit, it might give us clues as to what they're doing. If you ever meet my gran, this trip never happened.
It's like last words she just spoke.
Not to
right
worry,
there.
Poppy. If I ever meet your gran, I shall not speak a word of this.
I normally tell her everything. She might be my best friend after Highwing, but she knows how I feel about the poachers. I think she worries I'll do something ill-advised.
Whatever gave her that idea?
This way.
Revelio.
A centaur. Tread carefully.
An entire castle to roam, yet you choose to wander here.
Please, we don't want any trouble. We're simply passing through.
Do you take us for fools? That we do not notice more and more of your kind around here, in league with the poachers?
We aren't involved with them. If anything, we want to see them stopped.
I hope for your sake that is true. Our kind is swiftly losing patience with the poachers and those they work with.
He was certainly a charmer.
That could have gone worse. Centaurs aren't exactly fans of wizard kind, and the poachers aren't helping matters.
But why would he think that we had anything to do with poachers?
I did notice the poachers talking with a few villagers in Hogsmeade. I'm not sure why. Perhaps that's why the centaurs are suspicious.
Revelio.
That's the third time I've seen a dugbog behave that violently.
It seems that a lot of beasts have been more aggressive than usual lately.
I've noticed that too. It's almost like there's something in the water.
That's foreshadowing.
This is odd.
What is it?
Not entirely sure, but look around. If the poachers were here, perhaps we can find out why.
Revelio. Why wouldn't they take their cages with them when they left? Pelts. Still smoking. They can't have been gone long. This is goblin metal. Seems out of place in a poacher camp. I should tell Poppy about it.
That's the size of a dragon.
Anything interesting?
Poachers were here. All sorts of evidence. But I found something else. It's goblin made.
I found goblin armor. Let's keep searching, but carefully. Merlin only knows what's going on here. I don't have a good feeling about this.
Revelio.
How do goblin and poacher interests align?
Look, down there.
Definitely poachers. No creatures though. So what are they doing out here?
Let's take a closer look.
They won't be happy to see us. Should we use disillusionment? Or perhaps a less discreet approach?
Hard to say from up here. Let's get a better lay of the land.
They know the lies and falsehoods no one's mightier in Rockwoods.
They come after me. I'll stick 'em like a knocktail.
dribbling over there? Look like you've been had by the flobberworm himself. Loud as a
Merlin, you'd think they were guarding the Minister for Magic himself. What is going on here?
Only one way to find out.
Okay. Maybe I can repair that.
Revelio.
What in Merlin's name?
Are those dragons?
They have a TARDIS and dragons. That's crazy.
It's a dragon fighting ring. This is Hauntel Hall.
The name makes sense now, and the secrecy.
No wonder the poachers were in Hogsmeade so much. Likely taking bets and spreading the word, given how crowded it is here. How could they possibly enjoy this? The centaurs have every right to be disgusted with wizard kind. There must be more dragons here. The poachers are far too greedy to run a fighting ring with only 2 dragons. We should take advantage of most eyes being in the fight and look around. But be discreet. You especially can't afford to be spotted.
Don't know what Victor was thinking straight.
Revelio.
Nothing to poach in
Have you heard from your family? Has either of your brothers come round to our way of thinking? Will they join us?
they say we go too far. The violence isn't going to get us what we want. I say, if every last wizard is run through with a blade, then there's no doubt.
Revelio.
Did you hear those goblins? Ramrock and the poachers must be working together.
Poppy, something's going on behind you.
What's going on down there? They must have only just captured her. She's putting up quite the fight.
Not a fair one, though. Not with her chained up like that.
Let's even her odds, shall we?
Revelio. Revelio.
Look, they've got a dragon egg. Hebridean from the looks of it. We can't leave it here, not with the plans they likely have for it.
the egg.
Ready. The element of surprise will only buy us a few seconds.
Let's make them count.
Is that you?
Don't think you'll get it out of here. I'm not a bit worried about you.
Not the bright. All right.
Put me down, Take me on.
Oh, still, you little diesel.
You're the one we're looking for, and you brought a friend. Let's play.
Excuse me.
Stop right.
Why he's coming back this way?
The lab returns.
One of my own and lives to tell of it.
Fighting with greens, are we?
Let me have some.
You up?
Let me have some. Let me have some. Let me have some.
We don't have time. We need to free her now before more show up.
Revelio. Accio. This may have been a bad idea.
Yeah, very much.
Suppose we'll find out.
This way.
That was pretty cool. That was pretty cool.
That was a Hebridean black.
I'm guessing the egg we have belongs to that dragon.
I don't think she knew they had her egg. She wouldn't have left without it.
What now? She didn't exactly leave us a calling card.
I don't know. Nothing about this day was expected. Not the goblins, and definitely not the fighting ring. The last thing I planned on was a dragon egg. And the poachers saw us, which cannot be good.
Since the dragon we freed flew off, does that mean we get to keep the egg?
I'd much rather we have it than the poachers, at least for now. But I don't think we should keep it indefinitely. It'll be hard hiding something like this from Professor Weasley for long.
We aren't helping ourselves standing here. Let's get to safety. We can sort this out later.
You're right. If there's anything the poachers are good at, it's tracking their prey. And right now, we're it. Be careful, Ruby. I shall see you back at the castle.
It's time you learned the transformation spell. After you've completed the required tasks, which I'm certain will prove useful in finishing your field guide, attend to the new spell. Afterwards, we will discuss your progress thus far in the term.
Revelio.
Yeah, that little platform isn't very good for fighting. I tried. I did flip it though, but I don't think it counted. Oh, man. Ow.
Revelio. Aloha Mora. Levioso. Revelio. Revelio.
That book Professor Weasley asked me to find should be around here somewhere.
My mother would like to speak with me. I believe she has learned about some of what we've been up to. I'm hoping she may be easier on me if you are there.
Can we meet at the Three Broomsticks? It may finally be safe since we rescued the dragon from Horntail Hall.
Been like 2 minutes.
Revelio.
Looking for the book Intermediate Transfiguration.
Professor Weasley asked me to, get something from that book. May I have it?
Did she now? I'll give you this book if you humor me by answering a few questions from my quiz.
Quiz?
Some people call bits of knowledge trivia. I would argue that no knowledge is trivial. Hence, I have created a small quiz, just for fun, focusing mainly on the lore of the wizarding world. None of the other students will try it, no matter how many times I ask. They all say they have enough with schoolwork. Ugh, they don't value knowledge the way I do. Surely you're interested. I'll even start you off with a few of my easiest questions.
A quiz sounds like fun.
Splendid! Just a few questions, and then I'll hand over this book. Let us begin. Before the invention of the golden snitch, which magical creature was used in a game of Quidditch?
I think it's Snuggery. I mean, it doesn't matter if I get them wrong. That is the question. I remember it was in my book. I guess I can't look into the book while I'm doing this.
The Golden Snidget.
Correct! The Snidget was first introduced to Quidditch in 1269 by a wizard named Barbarous Bragg. Sadly, they're thought to be extinct. Next question. Which potion is commonly referred to as liquid luck?
It's Felix, yeah.
Felix Felicis.
Well done! Since it makes the drinker temporarily lucky, Felix Felicis is a banned substance in all organized competitions. The tale of the three brothers involves which magical artifacts?
The Deathly Hallows.
Correct. According According to Beadle the Bard, the Deathly Hallows consists of the Elder Wand, the Resurrection Stone, and the Cloak of Invisibility. Which ball in Quidditch is the largest?
I think it's the quaffle.
That's right. When a chaser throws the quaffle through one of 3 hoops in a Quidditch match, their team is awarded 10 points. True or false? Polyjuice Potion allows the drinker to change species.
Species? No. I mean, when Hermione accidentally took cat Polyjuice Potion, she turned into a cat person. But she was still a person. She didn't turn into the cat.
False.
Correct. While Polyjuice Potion can be used to change things such as age or race, it cannot be used to change species. Well, I suppose this has gone on long enough. I'll put the book back on the pedestal now. If you're inclined to test your knowledge again, I have plenty more questions I could ask you. And I won't be giving you any more easy questions either. The next ones will be more difficult.
I mean, that first one was the hardest one you gave me.
I'd like to answer more questions.
Let's just go
What
get it over
governmental
with.
body directly preceded the Ministry of Magic?
Council.
The Wizards' Council.
That's correct. The Wizards' Council disbanded in 1707 after the creation of the International Statute of Wizarding Secrecy, which required a more structured government to support its enforcement. Which dragon breed is the smallest?
Pavilion Viper Tooth, I think. Now, I do believe that these can change their size, though, and shrink. But these are naturally the smallest. Oof. These are definitely the biggest out of the 3.
The Peruvian Viper Tooth.
Brilliant! Though the Viper Tooth is the smallest breed, averaging at around 15 feet in length, it is also the fastest breed and feared for its venomous fangs. Who founded the village of Hogsmeade?
Ooh, this one's a tough one.
Hengist of Woodcroft.
That's right! It is believed that Hengist used the 3 Broomsticks Inn as his home. The hide-behind was accidentally created by crossbreeding a ghoul with what other magical creature?
Demiguise.
A demiguise.
Yes! While the hide-behind has the power of invisibility, those who have seen it have described it as a tall, thin monkey with silver hair. What is the only spell known to repel a Lethifold?
Repel. It's the Protonus charm. Right? Because they originally created this spell to be able to fight against Dark Wizard's magic and to be able to send mail back and forth to each other. Right? Pretty sure it was
Patronus
that.
charm.
Well done. The only known survivor of a Lethifold attack was a wizard named Flavius Belby, who was on holiday in Papua New Guinea at the time. Who published the law of elemental transfiguration?
Gamp.
That's it! One of the principal exceptions to Gamp's law is that food cannot be conjured, though it can be summoned. What does the Hogwarts motto translate to?
Isn't it?
Never tickle a sleeping dragon.
It's something weird like that.
In
Yeah,
Latin,
okay.
the Hogwarts motto is Draco Dormiens Nunquam Titilandus. Which magical creature is the only one known to produce eggs through its mouth?
No and no. Have no idea, but no and no, so...
The rune spore.
That's right! According to parcel mouths, each of the rune's paws' 3 heads serves a different function. The left head is the planner, the middle is the dreamer, and the right is the critic. Where is Ilvermorny School of Witchcraft and Wizardry located?
Isn't it in France? So not these two.
Mount Greylock.
Well done! The American school was
Oh,
founded
American.
in the 17th
Okay.
century by Iseult Sayre and James Stewart. What is the most powerful love potion known to wizard kind?
Isn't it? Okay, no, this is a truth serum. I think that's supposed to help you clear your throat. It's like a throat serum type thing. That's a truth serum. Leaving this one.
Amatentia.
That's the answer. Amatentia smells differently to every person, according to what they find attractive. Such as dusty book covers, or... Are you interested in continuing on to the next round? They're my most difficult questions.
Give me your worst.
Wonderful. I do admire your thirst for knowledge. Emmerich the Evil was killed in a duel against whom?
It was Egbert.
Egbert the Egregious.
That's right. Emmerich gained notoriety for terrorizing villages in the south of England during the Middle Ages, when he was the master of the Elder Wand. If a chaser keeps their hand on the quaffle as it goes through the goal, what foul are they committing?
Haversacking.
Haversacking.
That's right. Blatching is flying to intentionally collide with a player. Stooging is when 2 chasers knock the other team's keeper away from the goals so that a third chaser can score. A bite from a mackled malaclaw has the unusual side effect of causing what?
Bad luck.
Correct. Native to the European coastline, the effects of a malaclaw's bite can last up to a week. What plant excretes stink sap?
It's the weird sounding one.
Mimblus Mimbletonia.
Correct. The Mimblus Mimbletonia plant secretes stink sap as a defensive mechanism when touched. The Pepper Up potion evolved from a remedy created by which 12th century wizard?
Linford of Stinchcombe.
Very good. Centuries later, Glover Hipworth would expand on Linford's previous work to create the Pepper Up potion we know today. In The Wizard and the Hopping Pot, what does the elder wizard leave for his son in the hopping pot?
I remember it was something weird, and these two don't sound weird, so...
A single slipper.
That's correct. The story was created by Beadle the Bard, but there are a few versions. I won't spoil what the slipper was for if you haven't read it recently. The Snallygaster is native to which region of the world?
Not here, so...
North America.
That's right. The part bird, part reptile is a distant relative of the Occamy and has serrated fangs and a bulletproof hide. Who is the Muggle knight featured in the Fountain of Fair Fortune?
Sir Luckless.
Correct! The 3 witches in the story are named Asher, Altheda, and Amata. Oh, I adore a story that ends with a twist. The world's largest kelpie is also known by what other name?
Alright, it was something. I think it was a Loch Ness.
The Loch Ness Monster.
Correct. The Office of Misinformation has worked diligently to discredit any Muggle evidence of the kelpie's existence. Who was the first Minister for Magic?
Gamp.
Ulick Gamp.
Yes. Gamp's greatest legacy was the founding of the Department of Magical Law Enforcement. It outlawed the unforgivable curses. You've answered all of my questions. It's nice to know there's another student who appreciates the value of knowledge. I'm frankly astonished by how well you did. You have a talent for trivia. Thank you for humoring me by participating. I had a splendid time. I put the book back on the pedestal for you.
Revelio ought to make quick work of this. Professor Weasley's tasks are complete. I should attend Transfiguration.
Okay.
Revelio.
Housegoats can procure relics of meat and at once.
On my way to class, let's go. It's underneath me. In the middle of the night, she's just sitting at her desk working. Fast travel to the morning.
Settle down. Settle down. Transfiguration, as you may be weary of hearing me say, is an exact science that can take a lifetime to master. But we needn't be daunted. Almost anything can be transformed if you can just perceive the potential within it. As I see in all of you, tremendous witches and wizards, every one of you. Or it could just be my eyesight. Now, you all know what to do.
Finally learning the spell, let's go.
Beautifully done.
The Spellmaster. I still don't know, I think, 2 spells? Yeah. Let's see. Now, I was going to put...
You wanted to discuss my progress so far this term, Professor?
I did. You seem to have had no trouble in getting up to speed. And frankly, excelling in your schoolwork this year.
Thank you, Professor. The extra assignments have been helpful.
As I suspected they would be. Now, it seems you've been making excellent use of the opportunities presented by your field guide. Of course, the guide isn't the only measure of success. Deke tells me you captured a unicorn and brought it back to the Room of Requirement. Protecting so rare a beast is an accomplishment of which you can be quite proud.
Thank you, Professor.
I will say I'm especially impressed with all you've accomplished in light of the rumors of your extracurricular activities.
Uh-oh.
Was your extended conversation with Mr. Ollivander after you'd obtained your wand, or subsequent search of the owlery, connected in any way to Professor Fig?
I'm not sure if I should answer this question truthfully. She is a Weasley. But I feel like she's gonna go to Professor Black and tell him everything. And I don't trust him. Whatever.
Professor Fig has encouraged me to explore when I can in an effort to complete my field guide.
I see. I admire your penchant for learning, but do remember that your classwork and field guide are designed to educate you thoroughly. It'll be the end of the year in no time, and you'll want to be well prepared for your OWLs. I'll provide a final assessment at that time to ensure that you're ready for your exams. Until then, well done. You are dismissed.
I'm telling you, if the end of the game doesn't end with me finishing my owls and getting my grades, I'm going to be disappointed. Like, if I end up fighting the big bad guy at the end, BBEG, and then I don't take the owls, I will be disappointed. And I hope I actually get to take the owls, like they're actual questions.
Since our visit to Felcroft, something dawned on me about the triptych. Meet me at the Overlook, just north of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll explain.
My plan with the helmet failed, but I have another idea. I think we may be able to find what we need at a goblin mine south of Hogwarts. Meet me there, and bring someone who speaks gobbledygook.
Hello, Adelaide. How are you and your uncle doing?
Very well, thanks to you. The more I learn about Ranrock's foul lot, the more astounded I am that my uncle survived. I looked back over his old owls and noticed that they included pertinent details about his rare metal deposits. I believe that Ranrock's fiends were after those deposits and that they needed my uncle's knowledge. He was willingly going to rot away in that cell to keep me safe.
Any other pertinent details about those owls?
Plenty. Uncle Roland couldn't be certain, but he thought he overheard goblins talking about infusing something into goblin silver. He wasn't sure what they meant, but something about the way they spoke of it made his skin crawl. Ugh, it's clear you saved my uncle from a very bad lot.
It was nothing at all, Adelaide. I'm just glad your uncle's safe.
So am I. Seeing him again was such a relief. I told him that he must remain vigilant from now on. I, for one, can't help but look over my shoulder now whenever I leave the castle grounds.
Hello, Gareth. So, has your aunt been taking it a bit easier on you lately?
Unfortunately, no. In fact, a few days ago, she gave me a detention. I was only testing a new recipe in a mostly empty classroom, and the fire was put out quick enough.
You don't create anything worthwhile without setting a few things on fire.
Agreed. Innovators like us are unappreciated in our time. Can't let the doubters sway me. When they taste my latest brew, they'll forget their criticisms and the fires. It'll be bigger than butterbeer. Oh, that gives me an idea. Better write it down. Best of luck to you.
Okay. Now, what are we doing next? Probably that one. That's important for the storyline. Seems kind of important. Dragon Quest line. Let's do the one that should just be talking first. Should be fast, you would think.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Revelio.
So frustrating. You wanted to speak with me, Mother?
I had hoped to speak with you alone, Natsai.
Your message mentioned your concern about an unusual creature that was spotted in the woods near Hogsmeade. That could have been anything.
You know what it was, Natsai.
I am allowed to leave the castle. I am always careful, Mother.
Careful? Officer Singer disagrees. She sent me an owl telling me that you have been trying to collect evidence of some kind against dark wizards. She berated me for not keeping a closer eye on you. And she is right. I do not want you visiting Hogsmeade for the near future.
But Mother!
My little gazelle, you are well-intentioned, but you must not meddle in the affairs of dangerous people.
If someone had meddled in Matabeleland, Father would still be with us.
I must get to class. Perhaps your friend can get you to listen to reason.
So frustrating. She never listens to me.
She called you her little gazelle. Is that a term of endearment where you're from?
It is specific to me. I am the unusual creature in Hogsmeade she mentioned. Self-transfiguration is not taught at Hogwarts, so I am gently discouraged from practicing it. However, I am an animagus, and it is in my gazelle form that I have been able to wander the Highlands rather freely until now, much to my mother's chagrin. That is how I managed to spy on Rookwood and Harlow.
Being an animagus, I can't even say it. That's illegal, isn't it? Maybe not where she's from, but like where they are. She should be very careful using that if
Were you
it is.
born an animagus, or did you learn to become one?
Animagi are not born. The process is quite elaborate. It involves holding a mandrake leaf in one's mouth for an entire month. Then
What?
placing the leaf in a crystal phial so that it is imbued with moonlight. Then adding one of your own hairs. And that is just the beginning. Self-transfiguration is common among students at Wagadu. But Professor Weasley considers it much too dangerous to teach at Hogwarts.
Can you choose what form your animagus will take?
Oh no. A person's animagus form is determined by their personality. My mother is convinced that my form is a gazelle because I adapt well to any situation. I believe it is because I can sense danger and keep my wits about me.
How does it feel to transform into an animal?
Well, the first time it can be a bit unnerving. I felt a kind of searing pain and a strong double heartbeat. But it gets easier the more you do it. I no longer feel any pain, and I must say, I find a sense of comfort in the double heartbeat. And I love being able to view the world from a different perspective.
Now the nickname makes sense. What an extraordinary ability to have.
It is. I love transforming, but Mother is less enthusiastic about it. She says that no creature, especially one as rare as a gazelle, should be bounding about where poaching has become so prevalent. She claims that she has foreseen tragedy befall me in my gazelle form. But she has used her sight to control me too many times. I no longer believe it.
She's concerned for your safety. It may be best for you to stay away from Hogsmeade for now.
That may be safe, but I do not believe that it would be best. Do you? You could have fled the moment you discovered that Rookwood, Harlow, and Ranrock were after you, but you did not. I choose to act as you have. I must deal with Rookwood and Harlow, not hide from them. My mother cannot know where I am all the time. Thank you for being
Revelio
during that rather awkward conversation.
Let's go.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
It's like a place right out of a storybook.
There's actually something I should be doing right now. I
My
should.
sincerest gratitude, you brave soul.
Really should go to the room of requirement. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Anna's getting worse. If there is any chance that the relic from Slytherin's spellbook can help her, I must find it. I'm requesting your help. Meet me outside of Feldcroft, near the Catacomb.
I am stronger.
Settle yourself. I mean you no harm. Everything's all right now. There. I'm not going to hurt you. I'll look after you.
Come on. Okay.
I'd like to ask you... Actually...
That might actually look good. Let's take a look at that cloak. It's not bad looking. Not as cool as this one, though. I have 2 quests with Sebastian at the same time. 2 different locations. Kinda weird. Two different... Look, okay. Way down here or way up here. He's in 2 locations at the same time. That is weird.
Wonder if I'm safe to explore in there.
Revelio. You're here. Good.
Sebastian, that relic you mentioned...
I believe one of Slytherin's students stumbled upon the relic during an assignment to study sarcophagi in this catacomb. From what I read in a report by the student, they weren't permitted to take it with them, so I must assume it's still here. As I mentioned earlier, this relic grants its holder the power to reverse dark magic curses. If it's in this catacomb, I have to find it. For Anne. I need to see her.
I'd be interested to know what else the student discovered.
Have a look. Unfortunately, there's no name on it. But I suspect if it was important enough for Slytherin to stash in his spellbook, it's worthy of further study.
Wait, that's in... That makes no sense. So a student at Hogwarts stumbled upon... Sorry, I'm washing the top of my can. A drink off. It looked gross, so washing it. So Slytherin while at the Hogwarts before he left. Already had a student, like first generation student. Find this thing. He didn't come in here and get it himself. Unless he purposely put it in here.
I'm ready to explore the catacomb. Perhaps we can visit Anne when we've finished.
Perfect. By the way, Ominous has been asking about you. You didn't tell him what we were doing, did you?
I didn't. I promise.
Good. Ominous would be livid if he knew what we were about to do.
He also asked me to tell him.
I'll be interested to compare what lies inside to what I've read about this catacomb.
Omnis did ask me to tell him when we were going to do
I'm
stuff.
sure that foul smell is the scent of success. Try not to lose your nerve just yet. Revelio. I'm quieter than a jobberknoll.
Expelliarmus. Bombarda. At least now we know we're not alone in here.
Perhaps that was it. And the rest of the tomb will be insect-free.
Yeah, spiders aren't insects.
Don't start.
Incendiary.
Accio. We're here for a reason. I'd say opening them all is
Revelio.
justified. This room is taller than
Accio. Confringo. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio.
Finding a chest in an inconspicuous loft. Brilliant.
Incendio.
We must remain unseen.
Revelio.
We've read the world of another spider. Accio. Sweet letters tonight.
Revelio.
Watch your step. I nearly slipped there. Quietly now.
Revelio.
All this grass. It no longer be too. I've read about catacombs that underwent expansion efforts and ran into problems. Often cave-ins.
And then were abandoned.
Exactly. We'll be fine, though.
Revelio. Revelio.
This is the sort of great room I want to be buried in.
Surrounded by grandeur.
Grandeur and then some. Even an altar with a pile of bones. Lovely.
Bones outside a sarcophagus. Seems odd. Revelio.
Really?
There's something here by the altar.
Okay.
What did you find?
Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Accio. Guardian Leviosa. Revelio. We're in the tomb. I assume eerie sounds come with the territory. Accio. Guardian Leviosa. Accio. Guardian Leviosa. Revelio. We've made it this far, but clearly we have more to do. Accio. Lumos. I need to find a safe way across. Revelio. Lumos. Confringo. Incendio. Accio. Guardian Leviosa. Incendio. Accio. Guardian Leviosa. Rickety bone bridge complete. Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
I see, okay. Yeah. So that's the blue box from earlier. Not sure. It's a big loop.
Revelio.
Looks like part of a student's diary. It mentions plans to return for the relic and conjuring barricades using bones.
Of course. The student's summary referenced the space beyond the Great Room, which means this can't be a dead end. Let's divide and conquer. You work on sorting out the bone barricades, I'll look around and see what we missed. Hold on to that diary entry. There may be more to it.
It does mention something else. It says their next assignment was learning the Imperius Curse.
Really? Interesting. We need to focus on moving beyond this room. But let me think for a moment.
Do you think the pages were left here on purpose?
Slytherin mentioned a student who excelled in charms and always carried a satchel stuffed full of notes. They might have been left on purpose, or the student may have simply dropped them.
Of course. I'll start to search for those barricades.
Brilliant.
Revelio.
To this than even I imagined.
Confringo. Revelio.
Before we travel further, I've just realized something. The student's diary mentions the Imperius Curse. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to need it here. It's an unforgivable, but useful when you're outnumbered. Places the victim completely under the caster's control. So, if you'd like to learn Imperio, I can teach you.
It's probably wise to know the spell.
I couldn't agree more. A spell that could save your life shouldn't be unforgivable. You have a lot at stake. You have an ability that evidently no one's seen for centuries. Focus your wand movement. It's not an easy spell to master. Here we go. Something troubling ahead. Be on your guard.
Revelio.
I'll be quieter than a jobberknoll.
No, I have not put it on my toolbar. I'll figure out where I want to put it later.
Revelio.
Another barricade. Considering how well you did on the last one, this should be a cinch.
How gracious of you. Petrificus totalis.
We've rid the world of another spider.
I shall
sleep
Revelio.
better tonight.
It's probably one of those gotta do it in the right order ones.
This looks different than what we faced before. Now we're also dealing with rune symbols.
Okay, so that one.
Revelio.
Okay, I get it now. I get it. So now I need to do circle.
Guardian Leviosa.
You are head and shoulders above these bones. Nicely
Revelio.
done.
See, I want to put it right here. But then there's a problem. I'm missing one spell now. The next problem is where I just put the spell is where I was planning on putting Avada Kedavra. So basically, there's like really there's too many spells. You should be able to put Lumos and Avada Kedavra on.
Revelio.
I see why Slytherin's student was so entranced with this place.
Confringo. Revelio.
Revelio. For a moment there, I thought that'd never end.
Revelio.
Not okay with that.
Dead end. Lovely. All that for nothing.
Hold on. Don't give up yet.
Revelio.
Sebastian! The relic! Look! Could it be? Accio! The note and rendition of the relic. It matches. This must be where the student left the relic.
I can't believe it. After all this, it lines up. We've really found it.
What do you suppose is meant by the dark sacrifice required to realize the relic's potential?
I have no idea, but we're here for the relic.
The note advises to leave the relic alone.
I assure you, we were meant to find this. For Anne's sake. I'm taking it. Let's get to Feldcroft. I must keep this relic secret.
Revelio.
Especially from my uncle.
Revelio.
Is that ominous?
Yeah, he's gonna be very angry.
Ominous. The sounds we kept hearing. It was you.
You gave me no choice. I had to follow you. Sebastian, please, leave the relic alone. We can find another way to help Anne.
I'm sorry, Ominous, but I'm taking it.
No, you're not. If you won't put it back, then I will.
Hold on, both of you. Sebastian, please, take a step back.
Fine, but Ominous knows. I won't step back from a fight.
Can't believe this.
I agree with Ominous.
How much did you hear?
Everything. I was glad to hear you tell Sebastian to leave the relic. We need to stand together. Convince Sebastian this is wrong.
And if nothing will change his mind?
Something has to. I need your help.
You're right. This seems far riskier than Sebastian realizes.
Good. We're agreed. We don't allow him to leave here with the relic.
I do think we should talk to him, but I fear we won't stop him from taking the relic.
What are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting we negotiate. We allow Sebastian to leave with the relic under one condition. After this, no more.
I feel that's what we agreed to in the scriptorium. I'm being taken for a fool.
You're not, Ominous. This may be the only way to keep your friendship intact. Let's trust him to know what's best.
Fine. If I trust him on this, I'm trusting you too. The dark arts seem harmless until it's too late. Go then. Leave with the relic. I'll not say a word more. I hope I don't regret this.
Sebastian, we're ready.
What is it? I haven't changed my mind.
Ominous has. Let's go.
What? Ominous?
I'll explain on the way. Come on.
That's a lot of enemies. Oh, great. Wow.
Revelio. Confringo. Also, Accio. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Incendio. Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
Okay.
Confringo. Bravado.
Well, what happened back there?
Ominous and I found a compromise.
Ominous simply needs a moment with you and he'll change his mind. Is that it?
I told him we ought to give you this chance, that the relic is too important to ignore.
There has to be more to it.
Revelio.
Tell me.
We agreed on what was needed, Sebastian. You have my word.
I never wanted to keep all this from Ominous. He just doesn't understand. And I did want to worry him all over again.
Revelio.
Ah.
As we were leaving, Ominous wouldn't even acknowledge me. That's not like him.
He was troubled, Sebastian. Even though we agreed to it all, it's been a lot to take in.
I thought he understood. He knew we couldn't give up. All of this is too important. For Anne. When we get to Feldcroft, I'd rather Anne not know what had to be done to get this relic. She thinks like Ominous. It'd only upset her.
Well, your city looks like it's on fire.
This isn't good.
What is it?
Smoke. Over there, by the hamlet. Feldcroft's in trouble. They're under attack.
Let's hurry.
of a Ranrock's loyalists deserve the same fate. Nice work.
Keep out the way!
We have to fight!
Are you sure you're not a
You're not... We've got them. They'll retreat. We'll make them retreat.
Enjoy suffering, do you? Stop provoking them!
I'm
handling it! I will have my revenge! Stay back! Keep out the way! Keep up! Door free!
Bravado!
Boy! What have you done?
Saved my sister.
With an unforgivable curse. From that damned book, no doubt. Your father would be ashamed. You've gone too far, Sebastian. Stay away from her. From all of us.
What did my uncle expect me to do? The Imperious curse saved Anne's life. That goblin was going to kill her.
Expecto Patronum would have done the same thing. All you had to do was disarm him and then throw his own weapons back at him. But that's not even unforgivable, and it would have been the same exact effect.
You did what you had to do.
If I have to keep proving that to my uncle, I will. He cannot banish me from my own home. From my sister.
It might be best to let him calm down a while. May I speak to him? Perhaps I can help to ease the tension a bit.
You may be right. Very well. Probably best if I get away from here for a while. I'll head back to Hogwarts.
Revelio.
I didn't see a single Goblin Sentinel. Maybe they destroyed them all when I wasn't looking. But it said use bombardment on the Sentinel. I didn't see one.
What was he thinking?
Pardon me, Mr. Sallow.
What Sebastian did was inexcusable. You cannot possibly be about to defend him.
Sebastian acted rashly, but he acted out of instinct to save Anne.
Out of instinct? With an unforgivable curse? This family does not resort to using dark magic, even against our enemies. What Sebastian did cannot be undone. That you are defending Sebastian's behavior at all tells me everything I need to know. You are as guilty as he is. Sebastian is to come nowhere near Feldcroft, nowhere near Anne. Unforgivable curses are so named for a reason.
Don't care.
If I hear that either of you continues down this path, if either of you uses dark magic,
I will notify the headmaster immediately. Why,
Interesting.
Sebastian?
Revelio.
Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this.
Revelio.
Okay. They call them unforgivable curses, but the only one that's really all that bad is Avada Kedavra. Taking over someone's mind, not cool, but you know what? If he's truly an enemy, who cares? Crucio is really made just for pain.
Proud of all the potions you've brewed.
Not really okay to use that one either. Not when you have so many other choices. But, like, Bombardo kills people. I mean, like, I just don't understand why they consider it different than the other curses that also kill people and hurt people. Now, one thing that could be said would be, like, if Avada Kedavra actually, like, destroys their soul or something. It affects their, you know, afterlife. Maybe. I know it damages your own soul, and that is probably the only reason to really make it unforgivable. Because, I mean, the more you damage your own soul, the more evil you'll become. I kind of get some stuff there, but I think he just needs to chill. I'd like to have the whole soul-shattering thing explained. Like, if I kill somebody in Hogwarts, in their universe, does it matter what spell I'm using? Will that still damage my soul no matter what because I'm killing somebody? Because I kind of figured that was the whole, like, reason for it. Like, every spell has a spark of a color. That's red. It's a basic attack spell. You're trying to damage somebody. By damaging somebody, by attacking them, wouldn't your soul take damage? And then green. All the spells that are really bad shoot out a green light. So, if it requires a piece of, like, energy from you, and that energy, like, has a different place it's coming from, maybe that's the reason why the three are unforgivable, and it has nothing to do with the fact that you're casting on somebody, but rather it affects your soul. That's just a guess. I don't know. I'd like for them to explain it more in depth.
Settle yourself. I mean you no harm.
Let's go.
Revelio. Revelio.
Did you speak with my uncle?
I wish I had better news about your uncle and Anne.
Well, what did he say?
I'm afraid he wants you nowhere near Feldcroft. Nor Anne.
I had to stop that goblin from killing my sister. He had no right to banish me from my own twin. If he thinks banishing me means I'm going to give up on Anne, he's sorely mistaken.
He also said he cannot excuse the use of dark magic in any form, and that if he hears of either of us using it, he'll go straight to Professor Black.
Huh? That relic, dark magic or not, is the key to saving Anne. To reverse that curse. I will not lose Anne for good. I should send the crest to Anne. She'll know that we need to meet.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
Nothing, just a thought. Now I'm more determined than ever to learn what power that relic has.
I shall wait to hear from you then.
Thank you. I very much appreciate you standing by me through all of this. I'll send you an owl when I have news.
Revelio.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Hello, pardon me.
Hello there. Was there something you needed?
Hello, I was wondering if you would be interested in having your own shop and a house elf to help you with it. Penny's the name. Penny's mistress is selling this shop, and Penny is most eager to start working with the new owner. It might surprise you to know that Penny can sell practically anything.
Oh, it would be wonderful to have a place to sell things and someone to help me.
You'll be able to give Penny almost anything that you want to sell. It will be no work at all for you once the shop is up and running. If you want the shop, and Penny hopes that you do, you should talk to Penny's mistress as soon as you can. Her name is Cassandra Mason.
Why is your mistress selling the shop? And you?
Penny cannot be certain, as Mistress Mason so rarely confides in her. However, she repeatedly mentions how tired she has become of trying to let the shop. She has had rotten bad luck with the last few tenants.
Are you all right? Are you holding your breath?
Penny's fine. Sometimes Penny simply needs to remind herself to stop talking.
All right. I shall go and find Madame Mason.
Oh, this is splendid news indeed. You won't be sorry. You can find Mistress Mason at her home on the north edge of the village. Penny does hope she gets to work with you.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade? Hello, Madam Mason. I understand you have a shop to sell.
Why, yes. Yes, I do. Are you interested?
Yes, I am. I've always wanted to own a shop.
How marvellous. I think you will find my terms quite generous. But, and do please forgive me for asking, don't you think you might be a tad young to own a shop?
I have a knack for this sort of thing, if I do say so myself. If I can meet your terms, I hope that you'll sell to me.
Well, I reckon you have the confidence needed for such a venture. And of course you'll have Penny to help you. That elf could sell tea to a troll. I assume she told you she comes with the place.
She did indeed.
I like you. Tell you what, I shall sell you the space for an exceedingly fair price. I think you might just be shrewd enough to make a go of it.
An exceedingly fair price for a shop and an elf. What's the catch?
Huh? You are wise to be wary in business dealings. No catch, really. I simply ask that you allow me to do you the favour of buying the shop back. At a discount, of course, should your efforts fail. The last thing we need here in Hogsmeade is for one bad apple to spoil the barrel, if you get my meaning.
Yes. An unsuccessful shop would be bad for nearby businesses, I'd imagine.
Quick one you are. Do we have a deal?
What precisely do you mean, should my efforts fail?
Honestly, I only mean that if for some reason you're unable to keep the shop going, I could help you cut your losses. That's all. But, as you've implied, the odds of that happening are remote.
It does sound intriguing, but I need to consider my finances first. I'll come and find you if I'm interested.
Very well, but I won't be able to keep the shop available for too long. If you do want the shop, I'd advise you to return to me as soon as possible.
Madam Mason?
Yes?
I've decided I'd like to...
I have to say I
am indeed. Wonderful. Shall I head directly to the shop?
Please do. Oh, one more thing. Since my husband died, I've not been able to bring myself to retrieve some of his personal items. They're in a chest at the back of the shop. Penny has the key. As you get organised, I would be terribly grateful if you could help an old widow and gather his things for me before you open for business. I wish you the very best of luck in your endeavours. Penny will meet you there.
I don't trust her. I wonder if there's gonna be a port key or something in that treasure box.
Well, I've done it, Penny. The shop is mine.
Oh, Penny is so pleased. Penny was hoping you would be the one to purchase it.
I'm glad you're here to help me.
Goodness, what a kind thing to say. Penny will do all that she can to make this a success. There is much to do. The last tenant left in a bit of a rush, so we'll need to clean up and do some repairs.
Well then, let's get to it.
Penny is ready. Between the two of us, we should have this place up and running in no time.
Prepare.
Nothing else. This is hard work. Mistress Mason wanted Penny to be sure and give you this key. It opens a chest in the back room of this shop.
Oh yes, she mentioned it to me. It contained some of her late husband's belongings.
Penny wonders if you should open the chest.
Are you holding your breath again?
Penny must get back to work now.
Revelio. Revelio.
That's odd. Why would someone store one hat in here?
Revelio.
That's not very hospitable.
Oh, goody! Someone to play with. You seem to have your wits about you. What fun this will be.
Revelio.
Ah, okay. That's what I gotta do.
Lumos. That's new. Onwards, I suppose.
What in the... Who's there? Revelio. Revelio.
Lumos.
Revelio.
Bats. Lovely. Seems as if I should hang something there.
Revelio.
These lanterns must belong somewhere.
Lumos.
Perhaps the lanterns are meant to be hung on the hands.
Accio. Revelio.
Lumos.
I'm sorry to say, I just... Oh, there it is.
Accio.
I didn't see it. I was looking everywhere for it.
How enlightening! You might survive a bit longer than the others.
Revelio.
Lumos.
Oh, you've come so far so quickly. Well done. You might be just the playmate I've been looking for. I do hope you enjoy my playground. I encourage you to tell everyone about it. If you make it out, that is. Please try. If you get to the end, perhaps we can come to some sort of arrangement. I do want your shop to succeed, after all. What's the saying? Two sides to every story. Unfortunately for you, both sides mirror to my story. And you'll have to complete both to get to the end.
Revelio.
I simply adore this blooming place. Don't you? You know, foliage, like most living things, won't survive for long in the darkness.
Incendio.
I wonder if I need to place lanterns to open these doors.
Revelio.
Bombarda.
Confringo.
Bombarda.
Confringo. Confringo. Revelio.
Oh, I'm afraid of the dark.
Accio.
Doesn't worry you that I can see you, but you can't see me. It should.
Revelio.
I don't use I knew
Lumos.
But don't want you getting too comfortable for once. Or do I?
Lumos. Lumos. Revelio. Accio. Guardium Leviosa. Confringo. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
I see. Okay.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Interesting.
Accio. Revelio. Lumos. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Lumos.
Brilliant! Ah, a worthy playmate. Well done.
Blow up a red barrel that was once an enemy. I just did that. That's exactly what I just did. Maybe I need to shoot it.
Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Lumos. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio.
What's this? A game within a game? Ooh, knight to H3. Nighty-night!
Revelio.
Ah.
Accio. Revelio. That wasn't too difficult.
Oh goodness! I do hope you're having as much fun as me. I think I'll keep you around a bit longer.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Oh. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio.
Now to raise the stakes, Silver Body. Where shall I begin? Catch is cat, but cat,
Protego. Stupid. Finder. Also.
Now that should get your attention. Well, this has been fun. Much to do, much to do. See you in a bit.
Revelio.
You've chosen the scholarly route. You'll need more than you've learned from books to best me.
Revelio. Lumos.
It's always good to have a different perspective on things.
Revelio. Lumos. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
I got it. I just don't know what I do with it.
So much fun to be had. My head is spinning.
Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Lumos.
Perhaps I should pull the lantern into this room to cause the room to rotate.
All books and no play make one quite dull.
Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Revelio. Lumos. Confringo. Bombarda. Lumos.
I did not think this mission was going to be this long.
What?
Should have tried talking peas into fighting this guy if we had known how crazy he was.
Lumos. Lumos. Leviosa. Lumos.
Running in circles, are we? Perhaps you should retrace your steps.
Not cool.
What was that?
Not cool at all.
Lumos. Confringo. Incendio. Confringo. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos.
Oh, how nice of him to pop in.
Lumos. 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 Lumos.
That's a lot of enemies.
Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos.
Home, sweet
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
What?
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Alright, let's go.
I wonder if I need to place lanterns to open these doors.
A little late for that.
I'll give you a moment to collect yourself, if you can. Ta-ta for now!
Revelio. Revelio.
This is pretty crazy. I can't believe they sold me all this for 1,500.
You, my inordinately clever friend, appear to have traversed this seemingly never-ending dungeon relatively unscathed. And now I suppose you'll want to go. Everyone leaves me, usually in a straitjacket, never to return. I'm starting to take it personally. I'm tired of having no one to play with. Ooh, tell you what, I'll make you a deal. If you can match wits with me now, and agree to give me unfettered access to the shop for, say, 1 day a month to have a little fun, I'll sign a contract. Pursuant to which, let me see, I will blah, 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 blah. Oh, yes, leave you and your customers alone at all other times, etc., etc. You get your shop, I get my chaos. Sound acceptable? Excellent! Let the games begin! Catch is cat, but cat is cat. I mean, cat.
Oh, rolled right into that.
Expelliarmus. Good for you.
Oh wow.
Once, try seeing things from my point of view. Finally, someone deserving of the playground I so meticulously crafted. Such a treat to have fun again in my little dungeon.
I must say, I enjoy a good challenge.
Ah, a kindred, dare I say, spirit.
So, about the contract.
I am a poltergeist of my word.
Very well. I shall agree to your contract with one small addendum.
Hooray! No more of this unsatisfying banging about all day in a pitiful void. Wait, did you say one small addendum?
I did. In order that I have a successful shop with lots of customers, would you agree to causing chaos only after 9 o'clock in the evening?
Would you agree to at least 2 days a month instead of 1?
I would.
Pleasure doing business with you. You've worn me out. Ah, well done. I have a feeling about it.
Revelio.
I have to admit, Cassandra did a wonderful job finding the perfect playmate.
Cassandra lured a lot of people to their death, apparently. And I should probably turn her in.
Hello, Penny.
Penny is so glad you're back.
Were you worried I might not return?
Penny was beginning to think yet another shopkeeper was going to end up in St. Mungo's.
Another shopkeeper? St. Mungo's? I think you should explain, Penny. Penny, please stop holding your breath. Tell me what's going on.
Oh, please forgive Penny. Penny is forbidden from telling you anything.
But how can you be forbidden from telling me what's going on? I purchased this shop.
Penny is confused. Penny thought that if you came back, you would own the shop.
Thank you, Penny. I think I'm going to need to talk to the authorities.
Oh, Penny is certain that's a brilliant idea. Officer Single will know what to do. Penny will wait right here.
Revelio.
Belgraff the Bludgeoner.
Revelio. Officer Singer, I have some information you might be interested in.
Ah, good to see you again. What can I do for you?
Cassandra Mason sold me her shop and then tried to drive me mad in a haunted dungeon.
Cassandra Mason sold you her shop?
Well, yes, she said she did, but I think you might have missed the bit about the dungeon.
No, I heard that bit too.
And, according to the house elf that came with the shop, she has done this sort of thing before. Repeatedly.
I wondered what was going on. She seems to have had a great deal of trouble keeping a tenant in that shop. In any event, these are serious accusations indeed. Perhaps a little visit with Cassandra is in order to clear this all up. Shall we?
Lovely to see you both.
Oh, hello, Ruth.
I see you've met my new tenant.
Cassandra, it's my understanding that you sold your shop and your elf to this student. Now, they've been telling me some very interesting stories about your business practices. Perhaps you should come with me.
Stop her!
Not a very good fighter, is she?
So they teaching you at that school these days. Sticks for a fight, truly.
You're right. It is a sad excuse for a fight. You're not that great.
I should have known better than to do business with a wily student. What on earth are they teaching you at that school these days?
Arresto momentum.
Better than to do business with a wily student.
I'm disappointed in you, Cassandra. Incarcerate! You don't know what you're doing! Don't I? I always wondered why you couldn't seem to keep a tenant in that shop of yours. I must admit, the notion of a haunted dungeon never crossed my mind. Thanks for this. You can head back to the shop. Check on that house elf of yours, she's probably terrified.
Scrawny little traitor herself! I should have known it was...
Silencio.
Mispronounced Crucio.
And not to worry. Cassandra will immediately file the paperwork needed to grant you ownership of both the shop and the elf. On her way to Azkaban.
Thank you, Officer Singer.
Best of luck to you as the newest shop owner in Hogsmeade.
Revelio.
That was a fun duel. The teleporting behind me thing and not knowing if it was a red or yellow dodge while I'm fighting. Unable to attack her because I have to switch directions during the last phase was a little bit obnoxious, but one hit with Ancient Magic took her out, so I was trying not to use it until the last second.
Penny, I have what I hope will be good news. Officer Singer confirmed that ownership of the shop has now transferred to me.
Oh, well, that is good news. Penny is so relieved. Penny had the most difficult time keeping the truth from you. Penny promises to work as hard as she can for such a kind new owner.
Oof. Oof. How is my shop supposed to run? Hope she'll stay as
Penny,
an employee.
I found an item of clothing in the dungeon that I'd like to give you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Penny never thought she would be given clothing. and become a free elf.
It's my pleasure. You deserve it.
Of course, Penny will be staying on and managing the shop for you.
Penny, you're free. You can do anything you've ever wanted to.
But all Penny has ever wanted to do is run a shop with a friend and sell to the villagers in Hogsmeade.
If that's what you want to do, Penny, then nothing would make me happier. I'm genuinely glad you'll be staying on.
Penny is too. All that's left is for you to choose a sign for your new shop, and Penny will take care of the rest.
I'd rather name the shop. I know it's not going to let me because these are my options. The Silver Penny. I mean, catchy and part of my name, Penny's name, combined. These are horrible names. And this one sounds like actual names of people.
I choose Vestas and Venom.
Excellent choice. Have a look outside.
Thank you. I shall work on collecting items for the shop's inventory. Oh, and Penny, we'll be closing the shop by 9 o'clock every night.
Oh, perhaps today you have something you'd like Penny to sell for you? Oh, Penny will fetch a good price for what you'd like to sell.
Ah, she sells everything just slightly higher.
Penny wishes you safe and wondrous travels.
Goes well with my outfit. Not many enemies left in the game. Okay. Yeah, this is what I originally came here for like an hour ago.
Lawley's none too pleased. Seems he's been...
Over here.
This is a change of pace from our last outing.
Don't remind me. The thought of that tent still makes my blood boil. I've been thinking about those poor dragons in the fighting ring. The collars they were wearing, they appeared to be goblin silver. I think a collar is precisely what we found at that poacher camp. I've never known poachers to use anything like that before.
The dragon that attacked my carriage was wearing a collar, and Professor Fig was genuinely baffled by its behavior.
That attack always did strike me as a little strange, seemingly coming out of nowhere. Surely you aren't suggesting that the collars somehow control the poor creatures?
Exactly.
Merlin, I don't think the dragon we set free was wearing a collar, but we should check. And if we can find her, we can return her egg.
That's a good idea. We need to see this through.
I'll start looking into it right away. There was something else that I wanted to discuss with you. I didn't want to press it before. It seems I may have caused you more trouble with Victor Rookwood. Why is he after you?
Rookwood is working with Ranrock, and Ranrock is after something I found at Gringotts. Fig had a portkey that led us there after the dragon attack. It's a bit of a long story, and Fig had asked that I not speak of it yet.
Goodness. Well, that certainly helps to shed light on what we saw at the tent. Don't worry, I'll guard your secret as if it were my own. I shan't press for more details. In fact, I should probably be going. I'd like to track that dragon down as soon as I can. I'll let you know when I have news of her location.
So there's one demiguise statue left here, and one treasure box. And I should be able to just walk around and see the treasure box on the minimap, unless it's in a dungeon or something.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
I say, isn't there something...
Come in. Sorry if there's a smell. New batch of toad-hide. You could never go wrong with those. Good choice, I'd say. I'll not mind seeing you here again. Consider yourself welcome.
Revelio.
Welcome. Come on in. Now, where was I? Right. Oh, yes.
Revelio. Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Are we?
I thought my owl might pique your interest.
I came as soon as I could.
I'd been so preoccupied by all that happened with Ominis and the catacomb, not to mention my uncle's reaction, that I'd almost forgotten what it was that struck me about that triptych. This is the view painted on the canvas that was left on it.
That's incredible. You know this area well.
And while I was waiting for you, I scouted around and discovered an abandoned mine nearby, surrounded by Ranrock's loyalists.
Do you think there's a connection to the triptych?
I've no idea, but perhaps they're searching it, the way they did Rookwood Castle and Isidora's Manor. How do we want to handle this?
We need to see what they're doing, but let's not draw their attention.
Very well.
And I still have that rune symbol we found on the triptych. If there is a connection, I suspect we'll see that symbol again.
After you.
Revelio.
There they are up ahead.
I'll let you lead.
Only I can get my hands on Fig.
No one enters this mine. Kill anyone who tries.
Ranrock's loyalists are out for blood.
What's that, Dallas? Who's there?
Revelio.
When the war is over, goblins will rule over wizards at last. The wizards will be defeated.
Seems quiet. Too quiet.
All of Ranrock's loyalists deserve the same fate. Nice work. This is going well.
We make a good team.
We do at that.
Once again, we could fight our way through, or be discreet.
You know which one I'd choose?
Revelio.
What is rightfully ours?
Revelio.
The area's still clear. If anybody cares.
And the fun is over.
Fun is a relative term.
It is. And that was relatively fun.
Revelio.
We're making quick progress. I should tell you, rumor is this mine was closed long ago due to an infestation of spiders.
How nice. Nothing haven't. Perhaps we can find an alternate route up ahead.
Sneaking around has its appeal.
So that was the sneak around way.
Revelio. Silent. For better or for worse, we're in. This mine looks like a tomb.
It was closed after accidents were reported. Now I see why.
Revelio. I don't see any goblins in these webs.
Too disgusting for even a spider to prey on.
How nice of you to say. I will make you.
Bombarda! Ranrock won't be
Who do you think you are?
Sendo!
Let's get this out of the way. Expelliarmus.
Bombarda! Revelio.
How many Ranrock's loyalists are in here?
Too many. They definitely think there's something here they want. Accio! Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Revelio. It's no wonder spiders give people goosebumps.
Could be the hairy legs, or the soulless eyes, or the venomous fangs, or any number of endearing qualities, really.
Confringo. Quietly now. Smashing. Revelio. Incendio.
Okay.
Confringo. Bombarda.
Revelio. We've rid the world of another spider. I shall sleep better tonight.
Incendio. Revelio.
We're making quick work of them.
Professor Hecat would be proud.
She would at that. Ranrock's loyalists have all but declared war.
Lumos. Incendio. Confringo. Incendio. Revelio. Lumos.
I'll be quieter than a jobberknoll.
Levioso!
Revelio. Incendio. Revelio.
We've still not seen a single rune symbol.
I think we're going to be a bit distracted from runes for a moment.
An unwelcome...
We have another fight on our hands. Revelio.
You are terribly up there. Surely you can see that.
Bombarda. We're not finished yet.
It's almost as if they were waiting.
Arrest them, Send them. Bombarda. Freezer. Revelio.
Cleared the room.
You're not a bad chap for a Slytherin.
For a Ravenclaw, you certainly have a lot to learn.
Oh.
Incendio. Confringo. Revelio.
Now. A rune symbol. Above the cavern door here.
Ranrock's loyalists never knew to look for it.
Confringo.
Revelio. runes. Revelio.
Wasn't expecting that.
Revelio. Revelio.
What do you have there?
A journal entry by Isadora.
Hopefully it will help us unravel more of this mystery.
Sebastian, I think I found something. A canvas piece.
Brilliant. Our efforts weren't in vain after all. Still, something about this place feels odd.
Revelio. If the triptych led us here to find this bit of canvas, we can probably assume that Isadora Morganark was here.
She seems to have been everywhere.
But if she was using the Undercroft, and the cellar beneath her manor in Feldcroft, why would she create this space?
And why hide it behind cryptic rune symbols? And ancient magic that no one but you could see?
Isadora and Percival Rackham, another of the Keepers, could see traces of ancient magic too.
Rackham? I haven't heard his name before.
His are some of the memories I've seen. I don't think he and Isadora saw eye to eye on how this magic should be used.
This is all rather baffling. Let's take the canvas back to the triptych. Perhaps the answers are there. This place is odd, to be sure, but I'm fascinated by it. Now, and now for the moment of truth.
It has to fit. Please tell me you recognize the location in this bit of canvas.
The good news is I do, in fact.
And the bad news?
We're in for more trouble. I know that coast. Ranrock has taken over a huge mine in the surrounding area. Morrowind has suffered for it. It's as bad as Feldcroft's become. Should we head there now?
We should wait.
Why?
All this time, we've been a step behind Ranrock. I may know someone who could help us get ahead.
Who is that?
A friendly goblin. He wants no part in Ranrock's fight.
A friendly goblin? You know, goblins cursed my sister to shut her up. Said she should be seen and not heard.
I do, but not all goblins are...
Not all goblins what? Have you forgotten Feldcroft? Have you forgotten the mine we just went through?
No, Sebastian, I haven't. You're not listening to me.
Why would I listen to someone so ignorant?
You don't know what you're saying. Take a breath for a moment.
Oh, I know precisely what I'm saying. Unbelievable.
I have some promising news about the location of our Hebridean dragon friend and where to return her you-know-what. Meet me in the town circle in Hogsmeade.
Hmm.
Professor Howard will never believe this.
There is one animal I still need to go gather that I can gather. Haven't really thought about it, but should probably go do that. While I'm thinking about it. And then after that, I'm gonna have to call it quits for tonight. This hasn't been like a super long stream or anything, and I'd like to actually play some more, but I still haven't packed. So procrastination has gotten the better of me. And I only have 4 days until my vacation, and I need to see what I need to, pick up by before I go. What? Huh. That's an upgrade. Can't even wear it yet, though. I did level up first. I'm gonna end up selling it. It's only one point higher. You can't even equip it right now. I need to go find another one of him.
Everything's all right now.
Don't think you can make a rare one unless one of the set is rare. So if I don't get a rare unicorn, I'm not going to even have a chance of getting rare unicorns, I think.
Revelio.
Okay. Now it's time to get the final creature. I have 3 creatures left I need to breed, and I only need, I think it's a female, Pelferdon? I don't know what it's called. I think that's what it's called, but I don't. What is it, a Niffler? Or am I just forgetting what a Niffler even
Mysterious
is?
and a bit unsettling. What to do? Revelio. Levioso. Oh, look off. Revelio. There. Not going to hurt you.
Why did I start with a P? Like a pilfer. A nilfer. I don't know. Back to the swamp. Oh, this is, what am I doing? Okay.
Professor Howard will never believe this.
Right. So that should be 11 out of 13, I believe. Let's see if that's right. Oh, they stopped keeping count at 10. I believe I only have phoenixes and gilfer horns or something, or gilfers. I don't even know what those are. But they have horns. It's what you get. This item. A graph horn. Graph horn. So I need these and a phoenix to breed. I believe that's all I have left. As long as it's just, no, like, it doesn't care about rarity. So I just need 2 more pairs. Alright, I'm calling it quits right here. I will be collecting the baby and some items from these guys again in 30 minutes, but I'm gonna go work on packing. You know, let the game run. The timer's running as long as you're in game. So I could be wrong about that. It might run when you turn it off, but it does not run, I don't think, when you pause the game. So watch this. So we're at 29 on the dot. See? It was only a half a second that passed. The amount of time to load in the screen and load out of the screen. So while your game is paused, here, time does not travel in the room of requirement. In here, or out there. Now I think if you turn the game off, time does move. But if you stand here, it also moves. So it's guaranteed to move if I stand here. So I'm going to get my egg and get some more items from these guys one more time before I call it quits for tonight. If I get packed super fast and I get caught up on everything and everything's good, I want to clean before I leave. I want to come back from my vacation and everything be clean. So I need to vacuum, I need to pack up, I need to wash any clothes that I'm taking with me. I just got a long list of things I gotta do before I'm out of the country for 14 days on a floating ship. So, you guys have a good night. I'm quitting out now. Peace out. Thanks for joining me, Hogwarts Legacy. We have finished quite a bit of the game. I know there's still a bit left. Side missions over here. We got 3... Why am I going bright and dead right now? 25 left. And then 8 main story quests. That's if these are actually like... You get these after the final mission, or right before the final mission. Then right at the end of the game, basically. So basically, we finished this chapter. 3, 4 more missions. And then there's one more chapter afterwards. It looks like. So we're getting close to the end of the game, I think. We do, though, have, like, a ton, which I'm sure they're about to unlock it. They have a ton of map left down here that I haven't got to explore yet. So in the storyline, I've made it here and here, but I haven't done anything here. So that's got to be where we go next. And we have to travel our way down all the way down here. So I have 8 more world boss enemies left. I have 8 more platforms to find. I have 5 more astronomy tables to find. I've got a total of 3 more demigods in the open world to find. 10 more balloon sets, which is a total of 50 balloons. 6 more of the ancient magic hotspots. 35 more Merlin trials, 5 more pages, and then what's that? 31, 48. So 48 more chests left to get. So the chests are the big area. Of course, those are going to be like all the dungeons and stuff too. All these treasure vaults are going to have chests in them. Yeah. So there's not much left for me to do, I don't think. I could be wrong, but I just feel like I'm getting close. And when I get to final Dark Arts, I'll go do the final arena, and I'll probably do it until I max out my level. I might switch over to the other Dark Arts arena, though, because that one automatically, like, it was easier. It was really easy. So I might focus on that one for a while. Alright. Well, again, if you like my stream, hit that like icon. If you want to see more in the future, subscribe. Definitely hit that bell icon if you subscribe, otherwise you won't be notified and you're probably going to miss my streams. Leave a comment no matter what. Let me know how you thought about, the stream. Peace out. Have a good night. Catch you next time. Also, reminder, it might be like 2 weeks before I stream again. If I don't stream by Friday, then I won't be streaming again for 2 weeks after that. Because I am out of the country, on a ship. Nothing to stream with. Peace out.